It's time to celebrate the city of Plymouth on Channel 12. Hello and welcome to the 2012 Plymouth on Parade. We are at 34th and Plymouth Boulevard. I'm Dave Kaiser and very happy to be joined by Terry Ziegler, who is a volunteer with the city of Plymouth. We'll talk more about her work in just a second. How about beautiful weather for a parade? Can you beat this?
It is the most beautiful day I've seen all summer.
We'll take it. This has brought a lot of people out along the street, as you can see, and we've got Dick, our handy volunteer here, who's going to keep us in line. Tilt up a little bit. Dick, go ahead and wave to your fans there. Oh, he's busy talking to someone else. Let's go out to the street because we are underway here in the city of Plymouth. We've got over 100 units in this year's parade, and you just saw the first unit go by, proudly driven by some of the volunteer firefighters in Plymouth. That is Tower number 21. Tell us about that, Terry.
Well, this is Plymouth Fire Department's Ladder 21. It's a 2010 Quint-style ladder truck. This truck seats 6 firefighters, and it has a 75-foot aluminum ladder and 1,500 gallons per minute pump.
It can certainly serve well the residents of the city of Plymouth. Right behind, another group that serves the city very well is the police department. You see one of their squad cars rolling by.
Come visit the Plymouth Police Squad car after the parade at the Touch a Truck event in the Lifetime Fitness parking lot from 1 to 3 p.m. today. It'll be great.
I think some of these people, Terry, will take you up on that offer. We've been mentioning that before the parade here. They've put together a great program again for Plymouth on Parade. It's not just the parade, it's a whole day of activities, and this is a great location because what people do is after they see the parade here, they hop right behind us here and go in the Ice Center, to the Hildy Center, or to Lifetime Fitness and enjoy some of those free activities, and as you said, get to touch a truck, and they might touch and look inside that one. These are our friends from North Memorial here in the Northwest Metro area, location in Robinsdale and in Maple Grove, and we've got one of the ambulances joining us.
This is the North Memorial Ambulance, which has serviced Plymouth for 48 years with excellent medical response and attention. The terrific and lasting partnership between them and our police department has provided outstanding service to our community. I can't say enough about them.
And it looks like they've been polishing the vehicle for the parade today, as I think you'll see a few shiny ones along the way. Right close behind, as you see people stand up along the side of the road, is our VFW for today, carrying the colors. This is the Hamel VFW.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and honor our flag, the symbol of our country. This is presented by the color guard of the Hamel VFW and American Legion. Ooh, here come the Grand Marshals.
Take it away. Tell us about our special people that are joining us today. There you see them on the convertible, and they've got their own crew out front holding their banner.
It's wonderful. These are our Grand Marshals, U.S. Paralympian gold medalist swimmer Justin Zook and coach Tom Frankie. This kicks off our Plymouth on Parade with style. We're honored to have Justin Zook and Tom Frankie as our Grand Marshals. In 2004, did you know Justin took bronze in the 50-meter freestyle and gold in the 100-meter backstroke? In 2008, at Beijing, he won gold in the 100-meter backstroke. You know, Justin recently set a new world record in the 100 backstroke at the London Games in 2012. Justin is currently the assistant coach for the Minnesota Bears swim team at Lifetime Fitness Plymouth. And Tom Frankie, he's a Plymouth resident. He's head coach and teaches at Hopkins High School. The U.S. Paralympic swim team returned with 41 medals. Do you believe it?
That is fantastic.
14 gold, 14 silver, and 13 bronze.
Congratulations to both Justin and Tom as they roll down the street there. And as you look at the kids, some getting out there enjoying the nice sun, we're going to take a quick break because we have our first band of the day coming. They're hiding behind the hill. So while we take a break, we'll let them come over. We'll be back with more of Plymouth on Parade on Channel 12 in just a second.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello.
Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Welcome back to Plymouth on Parade. As you see, the band has arrived. It's the Robinsdale Armstrong High School Band, one of the high schools here in the city of Plymouth, and they have been working hard throughout the summer and also here in the fall season as they entertain some of the fans out on the football field, and we now get a chance to see them here in the parade. Tell us a little bit more about this band and where they have been and are going.
I just love this marching band. They performed at the Outback Bowl in Tampa Bay, Florida, and were chosen as the grand champion marching band in that parade. Last year, the Armstrong Marching Band traveled during their winter break to Disney World and performed in the beautiful nighttime parade in the Magic Kingdom. Can you imagine that? The band is directed by Todd Burkholder, Colin Waffle, Lisa Oden's color guard coach, and Adam Rappel, drumline coach. The drum majors are Zachary Gibbs, Laura Blenkush, and Michael Leonard. Enjoy this band. I love a marching band.
Terry, outstanding job with the names. You win announcing all of the names throughout the parade. Luckily, that's off my shoulders here. The band playing a little bit as they came over the top of the hill, and I think we might be able to talk them into another time of playing. Flag corps going through here first, and it does get a little bit narrow at this part of the road, so you see the band there doing a little squeezing together, keeping those lines straight as they get to this part.
They're looking great. I can see why they won.
And they were probably thinking, oh, no problem with these heavier uniforms today. It'll be in the 50s. Wrong. It's in the 70s, but I bet they're enjoying it. Let's listen in to the Armstrong High School Marching Band. They are the Robinsdale Armstrong High School Marching Band filling up the street here on Plymouth Boulevard. Terry, makes you want to jump back in the band, right? Pick up an instrument.
I was just going to say, I hope it's not too early to start dancing because they've got the beat.
Yeah, they got a lot of kids up off the curb here to enjoy that music as they went by. We thank them for joining us today, and you can head out to some of the football games and no doubt catch part of the band throughout the football season and later on. There is a familiar face in the city of Plymouth, the mayor coming by.
Hi, this is Mayor Kelly Slavic. She's the mayor of Plymouth, and Plymouth was the 2010 Money Magazine's number 11 best place to live. But of course, we all know it's really the best place to live.
That's right. If we would have done the voting, probably ranked a little higher, but Kelly very proud of that, as the city is as well.
Fabulous.
She's got her assistants there walking along with her. She's got the very nice looking car as well, but Kelly decided on exercise today, so she is heading out and waving to some of the folks here in the city.
She's an inspiration to all us residents of Plymouth.
And certainly is willing to talk with folks if they want to drop by City Hall. The council and mayor, very open to chatting. Speaking of the council, we've got some of the members coming up the street here, and it is a campaign season here in the city of Plymouth, so trust me, you will see a few signs and stickers as we move along. And look at some of our friends who have joined us for the parade today. He's looking a little bit warm with that extra sun there. And we've got lots of kids with lots of bags, as you see on the side of the street. They have been here for a few hours getting those prime spots to pick up the candy. Terry, next up, we're going into the council.
This is council member Jeff Washi. He's the Plymouth City Council member from Ward 2. He's got quite a group.
He's got the signs plastered on the stroller there in front of us, and some of his friends there handing out some goodies to the people along the parade route. And they've even got some of the campaign speeches down that we can hear along the way.
We appreciate his service.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. Even the dog is into the political season.
Everybody participates. That's what we want. 100% participation.
That's right. Extra bowl of water for the dog today after the parade. He's working hard there. Again, we're just a few minutes into Plymouth on Parade, the 2012 version, and while the next group and council member comes over the hill, Terry, tell us a little bit about some of your volunteer work. I mentioned at the beginning that you spend a few volunteer hours here with Plymouth. In what way?
I do. Well, I'm a volunteer for the city of Plymouth, and what I do is serve on the Plymouth Arts Council, which supports all the arts in Plymouth and sponsors several activities throughout the year, including Primavera, which most people have probably heard of. It happens every April, celebrates all the different arts. Currently, I am the chair of the Plymouth Reads Committee, so you heard it here first.
All right. Something to do with the book that you may have heard of in the past years. Tell us about the book of the year.
Well, the book of the year that we have chosen for 2013 is titled Spirit Car, Journey to a Dakota Past. This is a wonderful book. It's written by a local author, and it's about our history. So that's fantastic. Her name is Diane Wilson, and I will be handing out bookmarks.
Very good.
At Hildy after the parade.
That's right. We're going to put you to work all throughout the day today. Some of the youngsters there would be very interested in a bookmark, no doubt, and maybe reading that book with their family. We are in the first part of the parade where it's a time that some of the council members and the mayor can go by, and there is one of the council members. And if you can't guess by the sign, it's Judy. It's Judy Johnson.
Judy Johnson, Plymouth City Council member, representing Ward 1. Yay, Judy.
She has served the city of Plymouth in a number of ways for a number of years, and she is very busy out there shaking a few hands along the way. For those people, Terry, that have not been involved in Plymouth on Parade, again, it's more than just a parade. For you, why is this so important? Why do you come out and be involved in something like this in Plymouth?
Well, to me, it builds community. And that's what it's all about, being together, having fun together, so that we can work together and build a great place to live.
And I think that is definitely being done here in Plymouth. And you see some of the people that spend a lot of time at City Hall, making sure that decisions get made. There's Judy Johnson again, and we've got Bob Stein. I think Bob is sneaking around there as well, shaking a few hands along the way. He may have passed us up here and got a little ahead of the game, working hard, shaking those hands. Maybe handing out candy first, right? That would be good. And Jim Willis.
I hope they notice the sign, candy here.
Yes, we have a very ingenious young parade goer here that has brought her chalk and drew on the street candy here with a big arrow pointing right at her. So we'll keep a tab on it throughout the parade today and see how effective that is.
I always like to see an assertive young person. Learning it at an early age.
Future council member or mayor,
exactly
is that what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking.
It could happen. It could happen. So again, a number of political units here from the council members bringing along their groups. Tell us a little bit about Bob.
Bob Stein is Plymouth City Council member representing Ward 3. And what a great day for a convertible.
But they've all decided, as nice as it is, they're going to walk along the way. All right, there's that sign. We mentioned it a little bit ago. All right, let's see if we can find the young gal behind it. Oh, there she is. And she looks like she could be the mayor or council member. She is proud of her sign, and it's working well so far. She's got a few pieces of candy there. We'll keep tabs throughout the parade on that.
Oh.
So Bob's vehicle rolling by, and again, no Bob in the vehicle. He's out there busy shaking some hands and talking, and that's not Jim. Jim is right there just about in front of us here. Oh, he He found the candy here sign. He's got a button too. I think they'll accept. Oh, raisins as well. We've got the healthy handout here from some of the council members. Very, very nice.
Okay, this is Council Member Jim Willis. He was first elected City Council Member at Large in 2004 and is seeking re-election for a third term this November. Now that's what I call city service.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's step back a little into the history of Plymouth here, and there is a group in Plymouth you may not have known about that studies the history all the time, and they are right in front of us here. Terry, tell us a little bit about the Historical Society and the fun things they brought along today.
Well, the Historical Society is treating us to, right now, right in front, the 1914 Model T touring car, driven by Gary Scheib. Next comes the 1925 Model T Roadster, driven by Dan Nordstrom. And bringing up the rear, 1930 Model A, driven by Vern Palmberg.
I like to look at the clearance on some of those first couple cars. If you look at the car Gary's driving there, look at how high it is off the ground. Something tells me the roads weren't quite as smooth as Plymouth Boulevard back then, and they had to make sure they could get over a few bumps and holes along the way.
I think you're right. That was, I think it was when we had cars that were that high off the road that we needed AAA the most.
That's right. And from the low riding cars, we go to one that's just a little bit bigger. That's the Channel 12 parade vehicle. We've got some of our staff that grace the airwaves many times on Channel 12. We've got Ann Gallagher in the back and Alexandra Renslow. Alexandra works with our new staff and Ann with Northwest Cities in the community corner. So we thank them for joining us today. And who is it? Mike inside there driving? I can't quite see who's riding along there.
Needless to say, I just love Channel 12. It's a service of Northwest Community Television, provides, as you can see right now, professionally produced and award-winning local news, sports, and special events coverage for cable subscribers in the northwest suburbs of Minneapolis. I've been watching for many years. Everything important to me is always on Channel 12.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much. We have a fun time bringing the northwest suburbs to the people here in the area. Ned Carroll is running for City Council, as you see. You see the green signs and shirts there. Tell us a little bit about Ned.
Well, he's also a longtime community volunteer, and he's a candidate for the open Ward 2 City Council seat. Ned's chair of the Plymouth Park and Rec Commission and has served Plymouth in many other ways. Having 3 daughters, he's active in youth sports and serves on the Wyzetta Girls Basketball Association.
You see the
Here's the
vehicle
Twin
from the
Cities,
Plymouth
yeah.
Civic League. We've got the convertible sneaking right in front, and
Oh my goodness.
it's perfect that they're by the musical group because they work a lot with music in Plymouth. So thanks to the Civic League. And tell us a little bit about our bagpipes.
Well, this is the Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band, formed in 1999. They're a group of accomplished volunteer musicians whose purpose is the preservation and performance of Scottish and Irish music as played on Highland bagpipes and drums. They have 25 members, 6 piping and drumming students. They perform in the Twin Cities metro area and each year several contests throughout the Midwest.
When they come by.
And they're followed up by this good-looking duck. You probably have seen the little duck sitting down here by the Ice Center for the past couple weeks, and they want you to adopt a duck.
I adopted a duck today.
Good
First
for you.
thing,
Good for you.
and mine's gonna win.
And who's behind the ducks?
The Plymouth Rotary is a fantastic organization. This is their 11th annual Ducks on Parade fundraiser held by the Plymouth Rotary Adopt a Duck to win great prizes and help youth and education in the Plymouth area.
So again, check out the Plymouth Rotary and find out more why those ducks are so important to them. Dan Waltenberg is running for City Council as well. You see Dan's folks there, even the dogs along to help out. And oh, look at this. He brought the whole hay wagon today as well.
Oh, there's the tractor and hay wagon. I was waiting for them. He's a lifelong Plymouth resident, and Dan is running for the Plymouth City Council. He'll be a new voice for the citizens of Plymouth.
And we're looking for Dan there. I don't think Dan's on the wagon as well. I think Dan's busy shaking a few hands along the side of the street. And just look up and down the streets here. It is amazing how many people have turned out today. I think they look at the weather forecast the last day or two and said, we've got to be at the parade.
Really?
Good choice.
You never know how long it will last in Minnesota.
This is true. Plymouth Concert Band coming up right behind. You see their sign there, and something tells me the band might be getting ready for a performance somewhere around town. They do it all throughout the year. Tell us about the numbers and the people behind this group.
Great. Well, this one is kind of close to my heart because they are supported by the Plymouth Arts Council and also the city of Plymouth. It has the Plymouth Concert Band has 60 musicians from Plymouth and the surrounding suburbs. The band is under the baton of David Elmhurst, who's the associate conductor of bands at Wyzetta High School.
He is a busy man, and as that last convertible drove by, there were speakers on top, and they had the band with us in music. They were playing some of their tunes along the way, so we thank them for joining us, and again, a chance to see them throughout the year at many different venues. We've got some youngsters now walking into view, and this is one part of the Robinsdale School District. Who are these young little red people from?
The Robinsdale Area School District is represented here by Zachary Lane Elementary, parents, students, staff, and principal Randy Moberg. Joining them are school board directors Patsy Green and Sherry Terrell.
Thanks to the kids for coming out today and spending some time with us. Oh, you like the hat right there?
I love the hat. I love the radio flyer wagon. I always wanted to be in a parade and be the princess, but the closest I ever got was when I was 5 in the red wagon, my brother pulling me around the block.
Perfect. Well, that's good. That works for me. How about this little character here? The little, I'm not sure what he is. Must be an eraser or something. He's got the pencils on the back.
Oh, they're
part
fantastic.
of Zachary Lane Elementary, and they ask you to get connected at zleardale.org. And there's Patsy walking along the back, and Cheryl. Thanks to them for joining us. There's that good-looking little guy.
Is that our water behind you?
And this, if you can't tell, has something to do with magic.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, here's Plymouth's very own Mr. and Mrs. Magic. When you're looking for top-notch entertainment, keep Mr. and Mrs. Magic in mind. You can see they'd be lots of fun. They truly add life to life. Visit their website at mrandmrsmagic.com. Also, this is the good news. They will be performing today at 1 p.m. on the small stage at the Hildy Performance Center. It's a fun show. Everybody should go.
So for those out here watching the parade right on the sides of the street, it is a great chance to join in the fun and join much more there. Mr. Magic had an extra little surprise shot in the air. Now everyone downwind is getting a chance to catch on to some of those. And the Plymouth Rockers are right behind, and they're catching some of the fun as well. Here come the Rockers. We talked a little bit about the concert band playing a little bit of band music. How about these singers for Robinsdale or for Plymouth?
These folks, I aspire to be part of this organization someday. The Plymouth Rockers are the official Goodwill ambassadors for the city of Plymouth. The senior chorus consists of over 70 members. Aren't they fantastic?
They do have a grand time throughout the year. You'll see them at Parker's Lake Park and Hildy Performance Center during some of the Concerts in the Park series. Looks like they're busy handing out goodies today. Don't think we're going to get them into a song today. And they're followed by a few vehicles that you might recognize around town. First, we've got Shane Mason. He is a State Farm agent from the area. He has done a little extra work on his PT Cruiser there.
I love it. He's got his crew with him. Be sure to wave to their good neighbor. Oh, the good neighbor. That's who's behind him a little ways.
It's all coming together here as we watch.
It is all coming together here. Be sure to wave. Shane Mason is celebrating 12 years in the community, and he just wants to thank his clients for the opportunity to serve them.
Very nice looking bear there.
Wonderful, doing a great job.
And Shane there with a little music in the convertible, entertaining the crowd as he goes by. This one looks a little odd on a hot summer or fall day. This is the Zamboni, I would guess, from right behind us. Didn't have to drive too far.
No, that's good news. But, you know, we don't have to worry about it. We can breathe easy because this is an all-electric, pollution-free Zamboni. It resurfaces the ice for the Plymouth Ice Center. And with the Zamboni are Ice Center employees Matt Carvonen and Bill Abel, followed by Shar Martin and the Plymouth Cutting Edge Skate School coaches and participants.
Ah, very good. So a little bit of everything ice there in that group. Bill there holding on to the Zamboni, doing a nice job. He keeps that rink looking great throughout the year. Well, these guys have the best hair so far in the parade. They might have some competition later, we'll see, but these guys with the blue hair have something to do with junk.
Well, they want your junk. No job too big or too small, they say, and they can take just about anything from anywhere.
Okay.
So then all you have to do, theoretically, is sit back, relax. They'll clean out your garage, shed, basement, business, or anything else.
What do you think? Do
Easy
they come to your house with the blue hair? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I hope so.
Might be a little startling at first, but then I think you'd be okay. She is not quite sure about the blue hair there, but she did get some candy, so all is well along the parade route here in the city of Plymouth. Again, you're watching the 2012 Plymouth on Parade. We're about a third of the way into this year's parade, and again, it turned out to be just a gorgeous day. And these folks that are here with us this afternoon have the great opportunity to join in on some of the other fun. So if you missed the event this year, make sure you come next year, because after the parade, then people head right behind us to some of the activities and join in. Terry, tell us a little bit more about the book. We were talking about the book earlier and some of your involvement with the arts here in the city of Plymouth. How do we get the book, and what do we do with the book? Obviously read it, but what is that for? Tell us about the whole idea behind it.
Well, thank you. The whole purpose of the Plymouth Reads Committee is to increase literacy, support education, and build community. So you know that's dear to my heart. This book won the Minnesota Book Award for autobiography, memoir, and creative nonfiction. The author is Diane Wilson. She grew up in Golden Valley.
Okay.
And she decided to investigate her Dakota ancestors. And that led her to finding out about her great-grandmother, who was directly affected by the War of 1862. As we know, this is the 150th anniversary of that U.S.-Dakota War in August of 2012. So it's very relevant, timely, but has wonderful characters and stories. You'll just be drawn in to what happened right here in Minnesota and continues to affect us to this day.
Now, people obviously get to read it individually, but are there opportunities to get together and talk about it and reflect a little bit on this?
Well, thank you for asking. We are in the planning stages.
Good.
Our program gets underway. There will be an announcement about the book and where to get copies of the book.
Good.
Coming along in December, so watch for your Parks and Recreation mailing that comes to every Plymouth household in December.
All right. Get reading out there. It will be a fun winter to read that good book. Back to the parade. As you see out on the street, all of the kids and parents looking now at many, many signs for Amy Klobuchar, who represents us at the Capitol.
Absolutely. We know she represents Minnesota at the United States Senate. And we are happy to see her here today.
And she has got a full group of volunteers stretching a block or two up and down the street. Keep our eyes out and see if we can pick her out in the crowd here. One of the great parts of this parade is obviously many of the politicians take some time to come share a little bit of their ideas and their stickers along the route. There she is right there walking along. But also you're getting a chance to see many of the businesses that are right here in your neighborhood that maybe you've been to before or maybe haven't seen. So this is a chance to learn a little bit more about them. She is a proud owner of a new sticker there. How about that? Just make sure you get them all off before you put them in the wash, right, Terry?
Right.
Those don't cooperate with the washing machine too well.
Oh.
Or is it the dryer? One of those two parts of the equation do not work too well.
Both. But we have our tricks to
Very
remove
good.
the goo.
All right, if you have problems with that, come see Terry later on during the year here, maybe at next year's parade.
There you go.
She'll help us out. Amy right up there by the truck, as you see, shaking some hands, saying hi to some people along the way. And we are, it looks like at least on this side of the street, maybe 2-3 people back in some of the spots. So you can see why it takes some of the candidates and some of the politicians a little longer to get down the street, because they have to work pretty hard to shake all the hands.
What a fabulous turnout. Look at it.
And we are,
Good
just
time.
for your information, we're at about the 3/4 part of the parade, nearing the end of it, and so they just have about another block or two to go, and then they end up right at the end of the ice center. So these folks have been out and about for a half hour at least now, maybe a little bit longer than that, so the pace may have slowed a little bit by this point of the parade as well. But somehow they still have stickers. Plenty of stickers.
Always plenty of stickers. I imagine the stickers have to last till November.
That's right, exactly. Still a few more events to be out and about. And there's Amy, you can see what we met. A few questions along the way. Shake those hands. Even people back on the sidewalks want to say hello and get in a few words. There she goes along the way, passing right in front of us. And as you can see, all right, she approves of the weather, it sounded like, as well. Right behind Amy and her group, you've seen some things flying around in the background, and now we're going to get a chance to look a little bit closer and hear some of the music. Tell us about this group that's coming into view.
This is the Ha Family Lion Dance Troupe. The Ha Family Entertainment and Lion Dance Troupe does a lively and exciting traditional lion dance with percussion. The beat of the drum, the exciting footwork, and acrobatics make this a one-of-a-kind lion performance. Their goal is to build strong family values and share cultural traditions with the community. Their troupe has been performing in the Twin Cities for 14 years. They're just beautiful.
And there you get an up-close and personal look at one of the lions coming down the street. Oh, he's holding back there so he doesn't run over our cameraman. Look at that go. All right, a little extra fun there. It looks like they've got two gentlemen in the middle, though, that are the subs, apparently, when they get a little tired inside. And I would think if you're the back-end guy, it gets to here, we get to see the exchange right in front of us here. That gets a little tough bending over all the way down the parade route.
Wow. You never think about things like that until it's right in front of you.
And some of the others that are doing some of the acrobatics, and the drum right in the middle of the group there.
I just love that ribbon, that little one. I used to have one of those, but he's much better at it.
And the brilliant red of the dress of some of the group. Definitely adding some color here to Plymouth on Parade.
Truly glorious.
From the red, we go to the green of the frog. This is Frog Box, and they rent boxes, those wonderful green boxes.
They do. So if you're moving and you want to make it easy, they drop off and pick up plastic moving boxes, which replaces your cardboard, and that's good. No more driving around to find boxes, no more tape, and they have handles to stack perfectly.
I like the line on the side of the truck. It's from one pad to another.
Oh,
the
perfect.
frog reference going there. Very, very nice. So that is Frog Box joining us here in the city of Plymouth.
They make moving look like fun.
Coming into view now, we have an orthodontist from the area. This is Harrington Ortho.
Harrington Orthodontics' mission is to provide an exceptional, convenient, and affordable orthodontic care experience. Sounds good. Our staff and doctor, their staff and doctor, pride themselves on providing a positive patient experience.
Now they're handing out a few candy bars along the way. I guess that's okay if you're the orthodontist. Now dentist might not do it right, but orthodontist, that's okay. Not gonna affect the bite too much. You have a little candy. Well, we've seen some signs, we've seen more signs, and now we see the huge number of signs. This is Kurt Bills is running for U.S. Senate.
Representative Kurt Bills is the Republican candidate for the U.S. Senate from Minnesota this November. Kurt is an economics teacher at Rosemount High School. He was elected to the Minnesota House of Representatives from Rosemount and Apple Valley in 2010. He says that he wants to bring basic economics of Econ 101 to Washington. We can all use Econ 101.
That definitely helps all. And if you take a look at the sea of signs there, you see one way in the back that's got the arrow on it. There it is. And something tells me that Kurt is under the arrow.
I love that.
The guy holding the sign's got to be a little careful there not to poke Kurt in the head.
Thank you.
All right, and the dog's getting it. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. I look a quick view on the monitor and thought it looked like a dog. No, of course, it's a pig.
Oh, my goodness.
Or the hog, one of those things. Cut the pork. I missed the line in front of it there, but it definitely is the pig. And Kurt brought the school bus here as well. And look at, you mentioned Terry, Econ 101. He's got that up on the side of the bus.
Oh, I love it.
Bring Econ 101 to Washington. There you go. He will stop the pork is the line that goes with the pig there. The pig looks happy. Maybe the pig got a few candy bars from the orthodontist right in front. Thanks to Kurt and his crew for joining us in the parade today. And from the pig, we go now to the dogs. I knew there were dogs coming at some point here. This is Heritage Animal Hospital. And they've got some of our four-legged friends out in front there. And even one, look at, she's holding on the far side there. It's so small you can't even see it.
So sweet. Well, here come the doctors, staff, and pets of Heritage Animal Hospital. In addition to medical services, you can visit them for boarding, grooming, and even chiropractic services. I think that's fantastic.
I did not know that. All right, we're educated about some of the new services for pets in the area. You saw some of the smaller dogs up front. Take a peek at this as the truck goes by there. Look at that guy. Look at the tongue. Something tells me just a little warm here. That one's going to be happy to see the end of the parade in just a second.
Yeah, he needs some water.
Look at some of the fans there along the side. Oh, I think they're taking very good care. They probably have the extra bottle along to help out. And some of the little teeny ones along the side. And oh, our cameraman better watch out because he's being invaded by the biggest dog ever right behind him right now. Oh, he got out of the way in time. That's the two-legged variety. They wanted to show us a little bit of option in the dogs here.
Exactly.
Giving some high fives along the side. Heritage Animal Hospital, thanks for being with us. And there is that big dog again, making lots of friends along the side of the road. There's Terry Bonhoff. She is state senator here in the area and back up for re-election.
She's been serving Plymouth for 7 years. She recently won the endorsement for re-election from the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce and Twin West Chamber PACs.
And there's Terry right up front there. And she has a very good crew coming with her here. Oh, now the dog made it back and is circling around Terry's crew. I think the dog might be the head doctor at the animal hospital. He had the badge on, so just might have been. We'll never know with the head on there.
Well, he knows how to relate.
There you go. Terry's even got some of her group on board the big truck here singing. Look at the front of that truck. The driver looks like he's sitting in a recliner. If we can get a shot back of it. There he is. Look at that. He's got the recliner chair. Maybe he's not driving, though. He's just up there for the fun. Someone hopefully is driving.
Oh, these guys are great performers, and I love the song.
They have been working hard there on their parade display, and they have done very well. Right behind Terry's group, we've got Chuck and Don's Pet Food Outlet.
Well, and that's the place to go for all your pet needs. They have 17 Minnesota stores, with another opening in Savage on October 9th. This year marks Chuck and Don's 5th anniversary as members of the Plymouth community. Thank you, Chuck and Don.
And their sign is they make pets happy. I can imagine so. They did a nice job, though, separating the Heritage Animal Hospital and the dogs from the food outlet. Keep things separated a little. I don't think they're giving out any dog biscuits, though, or anything along the side of the street. Well, here is a young man, we can say young, who's been around these parades for many, many years, and he is one of the key folks you'll see with the Aqua Jesters each year. He's trying to talk people into something over there with his scissors.
Oh.
I don't think I would go along with anything this guy has to say.
I have enjoyed the Aqua Jesters my entire life, living in the Twin Cities area. They're just classic. They're marking their 66th year and are proud of it. This is a group of volunteers that love to create smiles, and that's obvious. They're always looking for new recruits. Think about it, Dave.
You never know. You never know. Oh, I see what he's after. He's after ponytails. And the dad is very happy to hold up the ponytail, but the youngster is not too sure about the guy with the scissors there. Oh boy, that's very helpful.
That's amazing.
We'll pass on the offer there. Oh, we've got the foot-long hot dog coming behind here. That does not look appealing at all.
They don't have that at the State Fair.
Let's hope not anytime soon. Well, the Aqua Jesters again in fine form at the 2012 Plymouth on Parade. You see, they just can't stop going over to the people at the side of the street. One of them even kicked one of the parade watchers out and took her chair over. So they're up to all sorts of hijinks this year. Well, if you love movies like I do, you might have visited this place in the past time or two, the Mueller Family Theaters, right here in the area, and they have the Willow Creek location. Tell us a little bit more about their award that has recently come.
Well, they were recently named Best Movie Theater in the Plymouth Patch Readers' Choice Awards. Willow Creek Theater provides safe, clean, and accessible entertainment at a reasonable price. And we're glad they do. They've been around for a long time.
They have. And if you're looking for something a little more active maybe than the movies, how about this crew right here? This is Pump It Up. They are located here in Plymouth, just off Highway 55 in County 24, and they've got all sorts of a wild crew out here.
Well, they obviously know how to have a good time and will help you do the same. It's evidently Pump It Up is the #1 place to host private parties and events. They're home to the infamous Glow Party. And they host Jump and Jam, Tween or Teen Nights, Nerf and Glow Wars, parties, special events like the upcoming Not So Scary Jump Nights this Halloween, and that's a good option for Halloween.
So Pump It Up, you might want to stop by and find out a little bit more about their operation. If you're a swimmer, you might want to, or probably already have been to Foss Swim School. They're located right here in the area as well.
Learning to swim at Foss is fun and successful when you make it a consistent priority in your child's week. Similar to piano or any acquired talent, learning to swim is a progression of skills that takes time to coordinate with your child's age, attitude, and ability. Their program's designed evidently to encourage year-round swimming, and that's a good thing.
So the swimmers head on, and we're ready for another candidate. This is Ron Latz, who is state senator from the area. There you see Ron right in front of us here, shaking a few hands with the youngsters.
Ron has served the state senate since 2006. With the recent redistricting, he now represents Senate District 46. That district includes St. Louis Park, Hopkins, Medicine Lake, portions of Golden Valley, and Plymouth.
Had a chance to talk to a few of the candidates over this summer, and there has been a little bit of a number game going on, and for many of them, they've had to learn new neighborhoods and walk and meet some people for the first time. So it is a interesting election season. Right behind, you see the Yellow Ribbon Committee, the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon Committee, and they have some of their representatives up front. They obviously do quite a bit with those that have served our country and then come back home.
Yes, they're a network of community volunteers who stand ready to help military service members and their families on an as-needed basis. They do a great service for all of us.
Growing cause here and a growing group in the area, so if you're interested, you can contact them to get involved. The SWAT team right behind, that young gal, maybe a future member of the SWAT team. That looks like an interesting looking vehicle there, and this is part of Plymouth Police.
Yes, the City of Plymouth Police SWAT unit. Oh, this is wonderful, everybody. Come take a peek inside at the Touch-a-Truck event after the parade.
So you can join that young gal who's inside the truck right now and see what she's having so much fun with. Again, for those that are here at the parade each year, that Touch-a-Truck and some of the other activities go on right after the parade. Well, we recognize the orange, don't we, Terry? This is the group from Home Depot right here in the area.
It's definitely the go-to place for a lot of things. The Plymouth Home Depot proudly serves the community since 1997. They're off of 494 and County Road 6. Do-it-yourself projects or installed services fit everybody's busy lifestyle. Whatever your need, Plymouth Home Depot's here to help.
And these are getting the best view of the parade of anyone. And these, the name is perfect, Terry. Go ahead.
It's fantastic. I gotta say it. Chicks on Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all-woman stilting group based in Minneapolis. Since 1998, they've performed at festivals and parades all over the Twin Cities. These ladies have also created pieces ranging from abstract dance to flaming pyrotechnic pageants.
Interesting.
Visit their website, chicksonsticks.us.
And it's time for another band, so let's listen in to the Wyzetta High School Marching Band, and then we'll have a chance to tell you a little bit more about them in a second. Here they are.
Marching Band is under the direction of David Elmhurst, Daniel Toulalt, and Dr. Donald Krupsak. The percussion instructor is Adam Rappel. The drum majors are Meredith Ford, Peter Heens, and Abram Sanderson. The 215-piece marching machine is performing the Doobie Brothers classic, as you all heard, taking it to the streets.
Very appropriate for a parade. You saw the cheerleaders right behind. We'll talk about them in just a second, but we do want to mention this group. Foreign exchange improves all sorts of good things, as you see on the sign there. They want you to host a student. This is the AFS Intercultural Program.
It's the leading international student exchange program for over 65 years. These are locally hosted AFS students marching with their American host families and other volunteers. If you're interested, contact them at their website, afs.org/USA.
Saw some of the different flags there from some of the different countries, no doubt, that those youngsters are from. Right in front of us here, Eric Paulson running for Congress. Tell us a little bit about Eric and his work.
Eric Paulson represents Minnesota's 3rd congressional district, which includes the city of Maple Plain. First elected in 2008, Paulson is seeking his 3rd term this November. He lives in Eden Prairie with his wife Kelly and their 4 daughters. My hunch is it also includes the city of Plymouth.
And quite a bit of the western area here.
Yeah, he represents a large area.
Sometimes we just read the cards and then we add a little bit of fun.
I'm so sorry.
All right, don't slight the cheerleaders. Mention the cheerleaders for us.
Yes,
they
we
were
saw
wonderful.
Them right behind the band, and they're the Wyzetta High School varsity cheerleaders. Go Wyzetta, and I can see they do a great job.
They were busy out last night for us here at the Parade Live, cheering on the football team. I think it was another victory over Minnetonka, was it? So congratulations to the Trojans. Another fine year underway. The largest, without a doubt, grocery cart ever made always joins us here. This is the big guy from Cub.
Now this must be the giant partner to the little carts that they have for customers in training.
Correct. Very good.
I used to need one of those, but they never had them. Cub Foods on Vicksburg is your full-service grocery store. You can visit their deli, of course, bakery, pharmacy, and TCF Bank for all your needs. And they thank you for shopping at Cub.
And as usually the case, they have emptied the candy aisle of all of the stores because all of the candy is being handed out by the volunteers along the street. And look at the guy underneath there. If you can sneak a look, his head sticking out there. He's got the John Deere tractor. There he is. Underneath there, you have to be a certain height to be able to drive the grocery cart down the street.
I love it.
Thanks to Cub for joining us today. Another candidate running for office here in the area, Audrey Britton, is running for state representative.
Audrey Britton could be Plymouth's next state representative. She brings real-world experience to focus on education, jobs, and the economy, and tackling the state's $4 billion deficit.
She's right there on the side of the street with the arrows very appropriately once again, shaking some hands in her blue blazer. There she is.
She looks like she's got some great energy to share with the state.
Also brought along their convertible here, but again, today with the weather so nice, no one is interested in riding today. Everyone wants to get out and stretch those legs and enjoy this nice weather. Look at that one out there getting a little extra hairdo along the side of the street during the parade. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Get a little break in the action.
Right.
More candidates right behind. This is John Benson, who would like your vote for state representative in 44B.
Actually, it says here 43B.
Okay, let's check our math. Again, all the numbers have changed this year, so you need a scorecard, kind of like going to the baseball game.
It's always good to check ahead of the voting day.
It looks like even on their signs, they may have had them printed another number before, and they've stuck a 44 over the top of it. So.
Oh, for Pete's sake, you are right. How did you know that?
Just up close look there. It's those cameramen getting us the great views. Young man, is John in 44B?
44B.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
A volunteer walking right close. Thank you very much. Used to be 43, now is 44. Mystery solved right here at your Plymouth Parade. How about these folks riding some beautiful looking horses?
Just gorgeous. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Office uses unpaid volunteer special deputies with various duties. There are 120 citizens who volunteer their time and energy. That's incredible. And they get to ride the horses, though.
Very nice opportunity. You might see them out at some of the county events, and I would guess some of the cities make the call for their assistance on occasion. And they might call for the horses, or they might call for this one with all of the water around the area. And this is the Hennepin County Water Patrol. Medicine Lake certainly would be a spot that they might have to come to provide some extra assistance. Something tells
Another
me
service of the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office.
that boat might be able to pick up a little speed. That looks like it is
Yeah.
finely tuned and
I don't
ready
think-
to serve.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get in a race with that one, I don't think.
And probably not pulling around too many water skiers as well either. I think it has much other duties. From the fast boat, we go to the good-looking school bus with some extra balloons on top, and this is the local New Horizons Academy.
With 3 nationally accredited Plymouth locations, they will prepare your child for success in school and success in life. Enroll today. They look like some happy kids and parents.
And for a lot of them now, it's not only the young kids that a lot of times people think of with child care, but it's also some of the little older kids as they work their way to after-school programs. Well, this group has the vocals going well. This is David Gaither running for state senate, and he has got a little blue, a little green, and Terry, you've got a little more information.
Yeah. He's a former state senator also, a long-term Plymouth resident, a graduate of Wyzetta High School, and an active volunteer in the community, and he wants to serve again.
They really have a chant going there.
They do. It's a
There she
popular
is.
one.
You can see her in the green shirt there right in the middle. She's the leader of this fun.
Great.
And again, we're about at the end of the parade, so she's doing pretty well, keeping the voice going all the way through the parade.
That's so true.
A few more from the group riding along there in the convertible. Thanks to the crew for joining us today. One of the other great parts of parades here in the Northwest area is you'll see a lot of cooperation between the different cities and sharing of their floats. And here comes one that's doing just that. This is Robinsdale's Whiz Bang Days.
Whiz Bang Days will be celebrating its 65th annual, which will be next year, July 11th to the 14th in 2013. Whiz Bang Days is a community-sponsored city celebration that honors the small-town caring attitude Robinsdale residents have, and its founding, Captain Billy's Whiz Bang Publications.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-day festival offers many events, including a parade, carnival, block party, ice cream social, one of my favorites, coronation, and fabulous fireworks, everybody's favorite. We invite you to one of the longest-running community celebrations next year in Robinsdale.
And some of the youngsters that have been crowned for this year, so they've probably been in, I would guess, a dozen or so parades since the middle of July when they were crowned. So they're getting into the swing of it here. With as warm as it is, they may be looking backwards at this guy here and thinking, that would be awfully good right now. The cone is kind of out on his own here, but I think he has something to do with Dairy Queen.
I think that they'll have some success being popular cones today.
Mm-hmm.
Dairy Queen offers hot treats. Oh, no, isn't it hot eats and cool treats?
There you go.
Here in Plymouth on Annapolis Lane. But maybe they have hot treats.
Could be as
A
well.
hot
You never
Fudge
know.
Sundae, that's my favorite. That qualifies.
You made it work out here. The cone is getting a little warm. You can see one arm, the sleeves all the way up. The other arm is still a little bit toasty there, but I don't think the cone minds. Lots of high fives along the side of the street. And they've got some of their staff back behind handing out goodies. And they are wearing the orange Julius shirts as well, which is another part of what they offer people. I agree, Terry. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
It does.
They've got some coupons as well to hand out to the folks along the side of the street. We're about halfway through Plymouth on Parade this year. Again, a great Plymouth celebration. They do a number of things throughout the year to keep residents involved. Again, a lot with the arts, which you might not think about in the city. Music in Plymouth, one of the bigger events throughout the year. And obviously the reading that Terry has talked about. Primavera, another one of the events. And great opportunities to get involved if you love the arts with the rockers and with the concert bands. So go to the City of Plymouth website. Obviously a few spots there to look for the arts, I would guess, Terry.
Absolutely. And also, if you'd also like to be a volunteer for the City of Plymouth, you can contact the City of Plymouth Volunteer Coordinator, Jackie Moss.
Many, many ways to get involved there. You see the Plymouth website on the screen there. This young one might want to get involved someday, but today she's busy as the
Smiling Fairy,
Tooth
I
Fairy.
would guess.
Tooth
oh,
Fairy.
the Tooth Fairy. What am I thinking?
The daughter of the Tooth Fairy, maybe.
She's representing Life Smiles Dentistry. Life Smiles is a female-owned dentistry in Plymouth. Kids along the parade route will get a free toothbrush, and that will balance out the...
Exactly, the orthodontist who had the
That's
candy
right,
earlier. It all works out by the end of the parade.
And that's what makes us a community. We're all working together.
There you see that little stuffed animal getting some extra work on the teeth. And how about the tooth here? The tooth is hopping along, and I saw the guy.
I love it.
The guy had the toothpaste tube going on the other side of the street as well. So
Oh, look at the teeth.
Life Smiles has gone all out today.
Goodness.
There you go. There's the guy in the toothpaste tube. And
Okay.
I'm not sure what the last one hopping along there was. But they've got kids thinking clean teeth here, at least for a couple minutes in the parade.
It will serve you well.
We've
Keep
had
that in mind twice a day.
Advice well taken. We've had all types of music in the parade today. And let's listen in on this for a second, and we'll tell you what time frame it came from in just a second. All right, Terry, and the year is?
1923.
Aha.
And you know, it strikes me as they go by here, you don't hear anything like that.
True.
There's nothing else like that. This classic calliope has 43 brass whistles, and it's a great parade unit, as you can see. It plays with paper rolls like the old player
my.
pianos did.
Mm-hmm.
And as we said, it was made in 1923.
Did you hear how quiet it got when it rolled by, too? That was real interesting. All of a sudden, everyone got quiet and listened in a little bit.
They
So,
like it.
thanks for the Calliope folks for coming. These folks on the back of the truck are part of the Girl Scouts, and they look like they're having lots of fun.
They do. They're the Girl Scouts of the Wyzetta and Plymouth area. This is their service unit, and they're celebrating a historical moment in Girl Scout history because 2012 marks the 100-year anniversary. Girl Scouts, did you know, was founded in Savannah, Georgia in 1912. Today, Girl Scout leaders and alumni are marching in celebration and wearing uniforms both new and old.
GirlScoutsRV.org for River Valleys is the way you can find out some more information about how your youngsters can get involved. I like the pink theory there. There's something behind that pink crew that's in the back of the truck there. They're having some fun.
The hats are fabulous, and I always like sparkles.
Here's Troop 14187 from the area, and going back to my Girl Scout knowledge, brownies. Would that be correct? Okay.
Oh, I'm so happy to see the brownies. I was a brownie many years ago. We won't say how many.
If you look at the back, they've got a number of badges, so something tells me they've been busy here working on some projects throughout the summer.
I'm glad to know the brownies are still around.
And they just continue to go on and on. We're
My
getting a little
goodness.
younger here as we go. This group has the sash going there for their badges. Even some dressed up, as you can see there, with a little extra pink flair, handing out some candy along the side of the street. They were coming up, I think they had a special birthday for one of the scouts that they wanted us to say out in the street to embarrass her, but we can't help her with that one. But happy birthday to whoever that scout might be.
That's right.
And here come some of the scout parents along the way. Not too many kids in the wagons at this point. They're out having some fun handing out the candy. But the parents making sure everyone makes it along. So your fondest memory of the scouts when you were a brownie, What was it that sticks in your mind of a positive thing that happened?
Well, this always makes me laugh. I loved our little brownie troop took a trip to the Skippy Peanut Butter Factory.
Ooh, very nice.
And we each got a tiny jar of Skippy peanut butter. But I ate the whole thing on the way home, and I couldn't eat peanut butter for a long time after that. I love peanut butter.
Well, that sounds fun. Well, those are the type of things you can do with the Scouts. So if you're interested in peanut butter or many other things like the Scouts do, give them a call or check online here. As you see, is Troop 14189. They all proudly wear their numbers on their badges and sashes.
It's just wonderful to see so many troops and so many bright, energetic, beautiful, strong, smart young girls.
And they all have bags of candy, which, as you can see them walking by, they're starting to get a little empty, which is good. They're getting near the very end of the parade route here on Plymouth Boulevard. So they have done their job well. A few eating a little candy along the way too, and that's all right. We understand that. Gets awfully tempting there along the way.
You have to keep up your energy. You have to
very good. And even these ones here, you mentioned the 100-year anniversary for the Scouts. They've got little pennants in their hair that mention 100 years. Good for them.
Good eyes, David.
Some pencils as well being handed out. Here comes the Sunset Hill Troop. And some of the moms and kids hanging on to the sign there. And again, it's girlscoutsrv.org to get your young one interested in the crew. I think they might win the award for the largest group of the year. This is maybe every 100 years they put together groups this big to come out and talk about the Scouts, but they are going on and on forever. Here comes Troop 13177. Take a peek at the banner coming up here. It looks like all of the kids have done a little artwork with hands and autographed them personally and added a few touches of artistic pleasure for you there. There they go. All right, time to switch over. The girls march on. The boys come close behind. Here is Pack 539. These guys look like they've been maybe on TV before because they're giving the big waves to the crowd here along the way. And a little extra fun for the camera, tossing out the candy there to the kids as they go by. So thanks to all of the Scouts for joining us today. Listen close here, see if you can catch what this might be. All right, have you got it? Sounds like Sound of Music to me. This is the Wyzetta High School Drama Club. They have a coffee house in the art showcase performance. Twice a year they host that, improv troupe. They do quite the job, as you can see, and they are encouraging you to maybe come hear Sound of Music a little later in this school year. Like the hats there, look like they came right from the Alps to join us here in the parade in Plymouth today. And you're watching Plymouth on Parade 2012 version. We had some of the youngsters from this next group out earlier. Not the horse group, that one in between, Custom Modelers, family-owned business, 20 years of experience. Remodeling experts can help you design a home transformation that will meet and exceed your needs. Looks like they do gutters, siding, a little bit of everything. Now on to the horses. This is the Zurah Horsemen. Their mounted patrol performed in parades, so many they can't even count. They do drill competitions, musical ride presentations. They have a color and honor guard. And over 50 years across North America, you have seen this group out, and they've got the duo behind them with the, I want to say wheelbarrow, but it's a little souped up wheelbarrow that have the great honor of scooping the poop, and they're doing a fine job of it. There they are. They're taking a break for a second, but they're always ready. Thanks to the Zurah crew for joining us today. They do a number of great things for the community, obviously. Another high school here in the Plymouth area is West Lutheran High School. They are located real close to us here. In fact, the students may have walked their way over. We've got their football team joining us here. They were probably busy out on the field last night. Sounds like we have some of the cheerleaders behind, and it looks like they have included in the National Honor Society. Nickname for the West Lutheran team, can you guess it? Well, probably can read it there. They are the Warriors, and they say, "Go Warriors." Thanks to West Lutheran, they've done some work at their property just off of Fernbrook in the past couple years. Added some parking, which I think made a few students very happy. And more visibility to the school as well, so you can stop on by and find out a little bit more about West Lutheran and what they do. Cheerleaders working hard there. They've got the long black pants on today, so getting a little toasty for them as we round up the parade. There's the football team once again. Looks like the coach handed out a few footballs and said, hold on to those things, pass them around. A little more experience never hurts anybody. Wyzetta Community in Action is a group you need to know about. They were founded in 2011. 6 local women founded this group. Their website, wyzettacia.org. Easy way to find out about ways to volunteer in Wyzetta and Plymouth. That's what community action is all about. And it looks like they have all ages that get involved in the community there. Some of the parents happily strolling along there. Even some get carried along there as the parade gets a little long here today for the youngsters. And again, take a look down Plymouth Boulevard. The streets are full here. We've had just a fantastic turnout with this beautiful weather day. So something tells me the Wyzetta Community in Action group might get a few more volunteers willing to help them out. They've got a good crowd to talk to today. 3/4 of the way through Plymouth on Parade 2012. We've got many, many more businesses to share with you today and some more community groups, and something tells me a group with one wheel coming up here in just a second for you to see. In the back of that group, the Wyzetta Volunteers in Action, we had the Wyzetta Family Learning Center as well. They are the home to the ECFE, Early Childhood Family Education, and the Peppermint Fence Preschool, School Readiness, Early Childhood Special Education. They were the blue shirts right with the last group there. We've mentioned a little bit about some of the politicians changing some of their boundaries, and these are 2 that have had that happen. Senator Ann Rest and Representative Lynn Carlson inside the red convertible there. They're running to represent District 45 in the legislature. The district includes the northeast corner of Plymouth and then a little bit more as you go to the east in the area. When it comes to banking in yellow shirts, it can only mean one thing. It's Citizens Independent Bank. They are just a stone's throw away from us here at a parade location. And look at this. I think they brought along the armored car today, full of not money today, but candy. Since 1950, they have offered a full range of financial products and services. As their name reflects, they are independently owned and deeply committed to the communities they serve. Citizens Independent Bank. They've got some music coming out of the back of the unit there as well to entertain the crowd. And here is what I mentioned a second ago. These are the guys with the one wheels and gals, and every age represented. And they always get a great hand from the crowd. They are the Twin Cities Unicycle Club, largest unicycle club in the country and the oldest in Minnesota. They've been holding over 30 national and 15 World Championship titles. 2011 at the national competition in Madison, Wisconsin, they won 9 titles, including unicycle hockey and basketball championships. I did not know they had such a thing. They're preparing for the 2012 international competition, which is in, of all fine places, Italy. So a little side benefit to riding a unicycle. You might get a chance for a trip to Italy if you keep improving. TCUC.org is the place to find out about how you can join the one-wheel riders here in Plymouth on Parade. And you see some of them have to get that extra help to get up. And I would guess extra help to get down as well. Look at those two up at the very top there. They're going to set up the pyramid, and here they come from behind. All of the shorter ones are going to join hands, and then right on cue, head through. Oh, it's the wave of unicycles, I would guess. And last but not least, the guy with the little monkey, showing that anyone can ride a unicycle. There he is in the background, making his way around. We've got one that's lost the seat there, but that was entirely on purpose. And this guy here, ooh, a little extra work there. Who needs pedals? And a little bit in reverse action here. These guys, no doubt some of those top competitors, I would guess, with the Unicycle Club. Thanks to them for, again, joining us in Plymouth. They are a crowd favorite. Allina West Health, proud member of the Plymouth community. West Health is now part of the Allina Health, is home to a growing number of Allina Health specialty services and programs. January 2013, a full-service 24/7 emergency room will be open. So there has been some work going on there, and it continues. It'll be staffed by board-certified emergency medicine doctors from Abbott Northwestern. So the connections for Allina West Health continue to grow, and they find more ways to serve the community here as it continues to grow. Located just off of Highway 55 and 494. And they've got signs up there for all of the different types of care: orthopedic, cardiology, breast cancer, pharmacy, urgent care, and as we mentioned, that 24/7 emergency care coming soon. westhealth.com is the place to find out all about their services they provide. And they even brought along, it looks like, one of the Allina Health ambulances here. Some of their emergency services they provide. I was just about to say, but they left the siren at home, but no, not true. Some of them see the cameras and just can't resist that little blast to get us going and
Woke me up.
get some of the kids. There you go. They got you going as well. Terry taking a sneak peek at some of the activities behind us. You can't wait to go in and skate. I know it. You want to get on the ice.
It is nice and cool in there.
A lot of activities happening here at Lifetime Fitness and the Ice Center and the Hildy Center for those interested. And again, next year, if you missed it this year, you can come out and not only enjoy the parade, but some of the activities. Sarah Anderson is state representative in the area. You see Sarah there on the far side of the street in the black. Tell us a little bit more about Sarah.
Well, she serves Plymouth and Medicine Lake with more than 12 years legislative experience. Representative Anderson achieved property tax relief, more affordable health care, and wise school investments.
And it looks like she has been endorsed as well by the Twin West Chamber of Commerce. How about that balloon? That is the biggest balloon we've seen.
I love that.
It's from Providence Academy. They are the Lions. A lion? Lionish, tigerish little combination, but look at that. They've got all sorts of people. A little Macy's touch to the Plymouth on Parade, right?
I've never seen that in one of the parades I've been to
very
before.
Nice. Looks like about 6, 7 people hanging on tight. Oh, they've got one of the football players tied to it, so no chance of that thing going up in the air.
Well, they make a good team, these people guiding that balloon. Providence Academy is a private Catholic college prep pre-K through 12 school. It offers rigorous academics in a community of faith and virtue. For more information, visit their website, www.providenceacademy.org, or call to set up a visit.
The balloon is impressive, and they've got some of the real young kids at the academy. They're in the bus. They are located just off of Schmidt Lake Road by Vicksburg, somewhat in the northwest corner of Plymouth if you want to stop by and take a look. They've also got a football team, as we saw with the football player tied to the balloon, so you can head out and enjoy some of football right here in Plymouth on the Friday nights.
Oh, some of the pre-K are here.
Yep, they're having fun. They've got little flags to wave along. Some of the kids inside
Yeah,
have the
having a good
appropriately
time.
colored pom-poms. Providence Academy, another fine school here in the city of Plymouth. Look back up Plymouth Boulevard, you see the candidates and businesses continue to roll on. This is a very nice looking Mustang here, and we're taking a quick peek to make sure who they are, and it is who we thought they were. It's Globe University and the Minnesota School of Business.
The Plymouth location of the Minnesota School of Business is at County Roads 101 and 6. And they offer degrees in business, accounting, IT, health, and veterinary fields. And those are all in need these days.
And no doubt with that successful degree from those schools, you can drive a Mustang like that.
A red Mustang.
Why not? Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Well, these folks, as you might guess by their trailer behind, spend a lot of time building decks. They even built one for the parade. This is Decks Unlimited.
I want one like that. They specialize in decks and porches in the metro area. They utilize the highest quality craftsmanship and building materials for all projects, so every job runs smooth and fast. Decks Unlimited is looking to expand their business into your neighborhood.
I like the look at the deck there. It's got a little different variety. You can kind of pick out what style you like just watching the parade here, and then pick up the phone and give them a call. Step by Step is a Montessori school here in the area. They've got some of the adults out front as you see, but wait till you see what's behind the truck there. Tell us a little bit more about Step by Step.
Well, it looks like behind the truck there's a lot of those children. They serve children 6 weeks old through kindergarten and offers a variety of full-time and part-time programs to suit the needs of any family. So that is well appreciated in this community. All the children, parents, and staff are obviously having a great time.
And they're going the healthy route on the snacks there, and the kids are lining up along the side of the street to get the fruit snacks. Is the snack of choice for this unit. And a few fruit snacks to the kids, brochures to the parents. Very fitting there, so they can learn a little bit more about the school and maybe get their youngsters involved.
So how is that we get too old to be able to receive some fruit snacks?
Oh, I bet if we would have stood up and waved, we probably could have got them. These guys have a very unique way of delivering the candy. Look at this. This is the lacrosse team, and they've got lacrosse sticks with candy inside.
Oh, these guys are great. They know how to use that lacrosse equipment. This is the Wyzetta Lacrosse Association. It's the lacrosse is the fastest growing sport in the Midwest area. They invite you to join in the fun. There are teams available for kids starting in 3rd grade and goes all the way up to high school. Sign up if you'd like. Sign up now at wyzettalacrosse.com.
Time for more music. Let's listen into the song, and we'll tell you about the group behind it in just a second. Terry, take it away. Who are these fine-sounding gentlemen?
Well, that is the Mini Brass. They're here to play fun music for you. Mini Brass is the small parade unit of the Minnesota Brass, Drum, and Bugle Corps. They have a 120-member parent group, which just earned second-place honors in the Drum Corps Associates World Championships in Annapolis, Maryland. Let's hear it for Mini Brass.
They were fantastic, especially like the baritone part of the song there with the tuba. They took over the stage here as they drove across.
Maybe
nice
you want
job.
a polka.
We have another candidate rolling by. Paul Schofield is running for state senate.
He's the next GOP candidate for Minnesota Senate in District 46, including Golden Valley, Hopkins, Medicine Lake City, St. Louis Park, and Plymouth. That's Paul Schofield. Where is he?
He was rollerblading.
We already saw him rollerblading with his kids. Schofield says transportation and reducing traffic congestion are two top priorities for his campaign. Good for him.
So fast on those rollerblades, he blazed right by. Right behind, we have the Lions Club, as you can tell by the colors of the vests and some of their group behind. Lions Club plays a big role in the area.
They're a local and national fundraising organization established in Plymouth since 1959, and they support local not-for-profit and charities in the Plymouth area. We are thankful to people who do that.
There goes the Rotary, and right behind they've got some youngsters doing all sorts of flips and round-offs and everything along the street. This is mini hops gymnastics, and yes, they do have special covers on their hands, as you see there. How about that, Terry?
Oh, they're
no problem, right? A little handstand down the street.
Yeah, right on. Fearless. These children are fearless. And they call themselves the energy specialists. Mini hops gymnastics, they sure are. They're open year-round. You can call now for registration for ages 18 months and up. Look at that.
Now this is a first.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Hold on tight there. Oh, two at a time even.
Wow. Look what your kids could learn.
But it's usually not on a street in the parade.
I know, but obviously they take all precautions necessary. This mini hops gymnastics is parent tested for excellence and kid approved for fun, obviously.
I think they have some extra apparatus on the high bar there to help make sure they stay attached. We've got the pommel back here. Somebody working a little bit on that. Oh, here they come now. They're going to unload a few things here in the middle of the street. Let's watch. This could get a little exciting for a second.
Excellent.
We've got hula hoops. Here comes the crew. Oh, I think they're going to go up into the truck. Watch this. They're lining up. Here they come. Oh, it was a trampoline they unloaded. There he goes. Flawless, as we would expect.
Beautiful. Watch out, Olympics. Here we come.
Oh, here comes the little one. Oh. That must be Dad, right? Oh, there, the double flip.
That's impressive.
They are a crowd favorite there. Look at that. So that is the mini hops, if you're interested in doing that in a gym, not on the street, maybe a couple years down the road. You can go to their website, mini-hops.com, the place to find out more about that. There, they're back on top. They couldn't resist getting back on the bar. Look at that as she flips around there. That is unique. They have set a new level of units in a parade, I think.
I've never seen anybody do that in a parade before.
And it's even more amazing because we know either of us could never think of doing anything like that. So hats off to the kids.
Not a prayer. We had melanoma awareness come by. For your information, one American dies of melanoma every hour. So Melanoma Awareness is a nonprofit public charity focused on raising our public awareness about melanoma risks, causes, and preventions. That's the important word.
You saw the truck roll by there, and as you might expect, one of the things that they show when you're out in the sun is to maybe sit under an umbrella and stay out of that direct sun. So thanks to them for joining us today. They've got some stickers and other goodies that they're handing out to the crowd along the way. We are nearing the end of Plymouth on Parade 2012, but as you can see, they're still lined up down the street. The parade itself started at about 11:30 here, and it has been one of the biggest and no doubt best so far of the City of Plymouth parades. This is Mark Steffen. He is running for State House.
Mark is not a politician, but a concerned citizen making his first run for public office. He believes we cannot have true freedom without economic independence.
And you saw him there right in the middle of the street. There he is. He's got the sign right behind him there. And he has been working hard, walking down that street for a mile and a half here. He might be interested in taking a break and joining these youngsters behind him.
That's a good idea. That's just the beginning of public service.
That's
this
right.
Mile-long walk.
Look at these youngsters.
These
they brought
guys
their
are great.
table right to the parade here to join us today, and they're doing a little artwork.
I love it. It's the Ascension Lutheran Church and Preschool. This is a rendering of Amazing Desert Journey.
They've got I think the puppet show going on inside that has that.
There we
And
go.
look at the camel on the back.
Yes.
Very good.
Ascension receives a Sun Newspaper's Reader's Choice Award for Best Vacation Bible School and Preschool.
Good for them. You might want to check that out next summer. Another opportunity to join in on that. Well, we've had a little bit of everything. We had horses, boats, tumblers, and now it looks like we've got a sailboat coming through. Look at that. They have to make sure they get under the power lines and bridges along the way.
So, this is Chiton Educational
That sounds good to me.
Just across the street. Offers academic tutoring and test preparation. Stop in and let them help your student.
Looks like they may do some advertising maybe out on Medicine Lake. Who knows? As
Yeah.
they sail around the lake there. John Swanson is a candidate for office as well. He is running for state rep.
Yes, he's a state rep candidate of Plymouth for the new District 46A,
Okay.
which includes Medicine Lake and Southeast Plymouth. Check out swanson4house.com and get involved.
And right behind his group, we had the Robinsdale Masonic Youth and the Job's Daughters unit come through.
And DeMolay. They are organizations for young people 10 to 20 years old for Job's Daughters and 12 to 21 years old for DeMolay. These organizations promote everything we need: leadership, public speaking, organizational skills, and public service. Ask them how to join.
Did you get a load of the chili pepper dancing there? That was quite the move there, Terry. We've got the chili pepper along the side of the street, and of course, that's from Chili's restaurant.
I guess we can say that was hot.
Yes, correct.
Chili's menu includes fajitas, fine grilled steaks, big mouth burgers, sandwiches, salads.
Oh, you're
ooh,
making me hungry already.
and baby back ribs.
Okay.
You can visit them on the corner of 494 and County Road 9. That's in my neck of the woods.
That's a great place to stop. We have another one that has donned the stilts. That is for the Goddard School. They are located here in Plymouth and specialize in early childhood care.
Yes, it's an early childhood center, and looks like they make learning fun. They invite you to come grow with them. The Goddard School.
Look at some of the youngsters along the side. I don't think many can hold or wear any more than they've already got on top of them. It has been quite the parade for those that are interested in picking things up today. This is the newest and cutest party in town. It is asking you from 31 to
Ooh.
host a boutique.
I think I need to go ride on
Yeah,
that
you're
truck.
looking at that awfully long there, Terry.
From totes or purses you can wear while you're out and about.
Okay.
Thermals to help you transport food and drinks to a party. Or organizational items to help you keep your house neat and tidy. 31 has a solution. Consultant Christine Closell will have you believing in styles that fit you perfectly.
That is quite the setup there on the parade. Looks like they could pull over at any time and hold a sail if they wanted to.
They could.
Right in front of us now, the Blong Yang for County Commissioner Group.
This is a group of young organizers and volunteers. It's good to see all that energy from the Yang for Commissioner campaign. They're displaying colorful, ornamental, and beautiful traditional clothing, representing their own unique cultural backgrounds.
If you love drums, you're in for a treat here. This is the Cracker Jacks Drumline Group. They've got the well-recognized orange and blue on. Let's just listen for a second and we'll tell you a little bit more about their act in a second. All right, Terry, just what is a Cracker Jack and where do they come from?
Cracker Jack's Drumline comes from Waite Park, Minnesota. It's owned and operated by the Cracker Jack's Drum Shop, and that's Cracker Jack, starting with a K. They entertain across the nation since 1983, including they've been to the Mardi Gras in New Orleans and the Halloween Parade in Manhattan, New York. Now, I want to know, Dave, have they been to the Halloween Parade in Anoka?
I would guess probably so.
I think so, too.
It just didn't make it on the card.
They have won numerous awards and received recognition from dozens of charitable organizations for which they've often donated their time and talents. You can visit their website at crackerjacks.com. That's Crackerjacks with a K. And they're just fabulous. A lot of energy.
They have a fun time. Patch.com is right here in the Northwest area. PlymouthMN.patch.com, the place to find out about some online news from this area. They've got their vehicle and some of their representatives with us today.
Great. They give us news and information from 26 communities in the Twin Cities and surrounding area. For more info, check out PlymouthMN.patch.com.
These groups towards the end of the parade are all squishing together here, hustling along. We had Linda Higgins. She is running for county commissioner. She was up in front, and the group with the blue on, and then right behind you see Brian Barnes for Congress. He is running for Congress. He comes over and shakes a few hands. Tell us a little bit about those two.
Well, Linda Higgins is the running for Hennepin County Commissioner for District 2, which includes about 1/3 of Plymouth. She has served in the state Senate for the past 16 years. I'm sure her name is familiar, and has been a leader on issues around health care, environmental protection, and public safety. She asks for your vote on November 6th. And Brian Barnes is running for Congress here in the 3rd District. He and his wife, Jennifer, live in Edina. Brian is a business executive and former lieutenant commander in the U.S. Navy Reserve. He's running to reduce our deficit, get our economy back on track, and to defend the liberties of all Americans.
You saw some royalty sneak in there. That is the Fairhaven royalty. We thank them for getting on the road and joining us today. And the young ladies in the car were?
They were Queen Jenna Mouse, representing the city of Fairhaven royalty, Princess Gracie Lanto, and Miss Congeniality, Kenzie Drorig.
Children's Workshop Montessori School, all those youngsters with the parents in the white shirts there. They are right here from the area as well since 2004.
Yeah, they invite you to march on over to the Children's Workshop Montessori and check it out.
And all that drumming you're hearing is for a candidate. It is to elect Mark Barris as judge.
Yes, Mark Barris is running for Hennepin County Judge and would appreciate your vote on November 6th.
Mark obviously has some connections to a local drum line, so they are beating away his message down the street here, and with the nice little, I'm thinking it's orange along with the sign's little VW bug there. Look at that.
I love it.
I'm not sure if Mark is in the driver's seat there or if Mark's out and about. Maybe Mark's playing one of the drums. We're not quite sure. Oh, this is sounding good on a 75 to 80 degree day in the middle of September or end of September. This is Cherry Berry, I should say. And they sell what?
I have heard good things about this self-serve frozen yogurt bar. Cherry Berry is located at 3500 Vicksburg Lane in the Mann Theater parking lot. Oh, we can go right over there. They're next to Caribou. They say they're the best yogurt on the planet.
Yogurt sounds awfully good. There, you said it at the right time, Terry, because you're going to get a certificate there.
I have heard about this from
Well
a friend
done.
of mine. I've been referred to Cherry Berry, and so now I must go.
I am a yogurt fan, so yes, I have stopped by their location a time or two, so it is now open. I think they have another one up in Maple Grove, so if you head around the area, you can do that. And they've even got, I don't know if he's a berry or a strawberry or what he is. There he is right there. Look at that guy working the crowd. He's got it down. Is he a strawberry or a cherry? We're figuring
I
out.
think he's a strawberry.
Thank you very much. Okay, he's the strawberry. I guess there are some seeds on the side. Right behind and mixing in, we've got some very energetic young ladies here that want to give you a little hair trim.
This is Pro Cuts. Get your head in the game with Pro Cuts. Enjoy a free beverage, scalp massage, steam towel service, and shoulder massage with every haircut. $18 for adults and $15 for boys.
They need to make this day a little longer. We have so many things we want to do after the parade now, after seeing all these groups inside.
Oh, no kidding.
I might not go here, but I'm glad they're here when I need them. This is Park Nicollet Clinic, and they have pediatrics, family medicine, a little bit of everything to help you out.
They've been providing for families in Plymouth comprehensive health care, including internal medicine, family practice, and pediatrics, as you said. And they're asking you, what do you live for?
Mm-hmm.
And you can answer all those good things that you care for.
And they've got their little vehicle rolling along there with some of the candy, no doubt, inside that I think most has been handed out along the way here. They've been doing very well. Back to another Zurah group. We had the mounted patrol earlier, and now we have the steel drum. And let's listen into a little music from the steel drum players, and we'll give you a little background of this group that does a lot in our area. Entertaining more. They're part of the Zurah group that does a lot for the whole community.
I just love those tropical tunes they're playing today. It's a perfect match for this weather.
That's right. Makes you want to get out the lounge chair and sit down a little bit. Well, this group, we've seen a little bit of everything in the parade today. We've seen people jumping, flipping. We've seen people on the high bar. We've seen unicycles, and now, of all things to have in a parade, why not a bouncy castle? And this comes from Flips, Kicks, and Flips. There, I'll get it right.
There we
go. A swim school.
I don't know if they mind. You might flip first and kick after.
That's true.
But in their name, it's Kicks and Flips Swim School, located at Plymouth Creek Athletic Club in Plymouth. Kicks and Flips is proud to offer unique and progressive learn-to-swim programs that focus on results. With over 15 years' experience, they have taught thousands of kids to swim. They have fun learning to swim and learn that swimming is fun.
All right.
And I love that bouncing around. They look like little minnows in there flipping.
For me, it'd be a few more flops than flips, but hey, we're glad they're with us today. We've got the Von Hansen's Meat Crew joining us. Oh, look at this. Terry, can you pass it by?
I cannot.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
They're handing out goodies along the parade. And it's cold. I don't know where they've got the refrigerator, but something's happening there.
Well, they're following all the health department rules. It's entirely obvious. They have proudly, Von Hansen's has proudly serviced Plymouth community since 1999. They carry fresh cuts of beef, pork, chicken. Their meats are all cut and ground at the store level to give the customer the freshest, highest quality product at the best prices in town. Von Hansen's carries a wide variety of smoked sausages and fresh sausage, such as bratwurst, marinated chicken breast, and grilling options, such as their famous grill steaks and marinated beef and chicken kebabs.
Makes you just want to read the whole menu. The last but not least, if you've ever been to the Fire and Ice Festival in Plymouth, you've probably seen this. This is one of the great attractions. Tell us about the captain's train here that was rolling by.
Well, that was Captain Lowell's train reminding you that Plymouth Parks and Recreation is sponsoring several fun family activities following the parade in the Lifetime Fitness parking lot right behind us here from 1 to 3 p.m. And you can follow the train to the petting zoo, pony rides, phase painting, and more. You can also sing along with Sticks and Tones, kids' music group performing at the Hildy Stage at 1:30.
So for those that are here, you see all the folks that are probably running over there right now. They're enjoying that. If you missed it this year, as you're watching this parade replay, make sure you get here next year because the parade is great, as you saw, but also the activities afterwards are fantastic as well. Terry, tell us a little bit about a final thank you. We've got a few people that obviously put a lot into this parade.
Well, we've got a big thank you to the 2012 Plymouth on Parade sponsors. The media sponsor is Channel 12 Northwest Television. And joint sponsorship by also Lifetime Fitness and the City of Plymouth.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment sponsor is the North Clinic. And we've got special thanks to Klein Bank and Park Nicollet Plymouth.
Plymouth on Parade, as you have seen, is a grand event each year, and the Plymouth Parks and Recreation Department behind it here. Terry, thank you very much. Wonderful job today. We've enjoyed every moment of your fun and excitement as we watch this.
Dave, thank you for making me so welcome and comfortable, and I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Yes, let's plan on that. And Dick, go ahead. One more shot of Dick here. Tilt up a little bit. We kind of see Dick from about here down, but there he is. Dick, our volunteer, has kept us in line today. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for joining us here on Channel 12 for another Plymouth on Parade.